Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading. Okay, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you would like to know anything about me, including getting a personal reading, everything is in the box below. And a big thank you. I've been really busy this week and I did not expect to be busy. So it's been wonderful. Thank you. I'm about to start up the life coaching again. So if you're interested in that, please flick me an email and ask whether it will help you get kick-started, especially going into the new year. I can do that on a variety of things. It's good fun. I've also got my page at the Aussie Goddess now uploaded with what I've got on for this first 6 months, 5 months I think I did it for, just to be different. So just whip over there, like my page. I think most things have sort of held off for a little while into January and February, just to give me a little bit of a slow climb. Doesn't mean it's all I'm going to do. I could do other things. I've got so many things whipping around in this head of mine, and not enough time. So please, yeah, just keep in touch with me there. All right, let's get into your reading. We're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot here for your reading. Yeah, I thought so. There's love in the air. There's some sort of celebration in love here. So this is coming through very strongly this morning. I could feel the tension, some sort of romance ready to break out for you here. Lucky people. So things coming your way. I will now shuffle them again, being it bounced those two out at me. All right. I've been thinking about doing, oh, how funny, 2, 3, 4. Doing a different setup with my thing here too, and my mind's going around trying to find ways to do this differently too. So watch this space. All right, 4 of Cups coming through. The 4 of Cups is the card of boredom. It's the card of just not really being in a place to accept something at this time. This is a hand from the divine offering you, unconditional true love. This is something absolutely beautiful. But as you can see, it's just not something you're ready to accept. So this is quite interesting, especially with the 2 and 3 of Cups flipping out. So maybe you don't trust the source. Okay, so the 4 of Cups is a card of not wanting to get into some sort of love or accept some sort of love. The 7 of Swords is a card of trying to get away with something. So it's sort of like this energy of being offered something, but not really either you being in the place to accept this at this time, or you're not accepting this because you don't trust where it's coming from, which is quite interesting. And there it is. They always do that. They have a way of plonking them back in the thing. Is the 3 behind it? No. All right. So we have somebody coming in to offer you love here. This is a soulmate of some kind. Now, the thing is with soulmates, where people sort of get a little bit sidetracked on the whole soulmate thing, is because not all soulmates are there for, an incredibly beautiful experience. It's not always the way. Some soulmates are there to teach us about ourselves. So not all soulmate relationships have to be, I suppose, in terms of the relationship, long-term, good outcomes. Sometimes a soulmate relationship is to teach us something about ourselves. So sometimes, and I feel this is why you're a little bit iffy buddy here, I feel like something new is being offered here, but you're not really sure if it's a lesson or not. I think that's what's happening here. I feel like somehow or another there's this distrust here. And maybe you've had hurt or pain in love before and you're feeling a little bit, I want to say cagey. It's almost cagey, this energy. It's a little bit sort of, look, I look at this card and she's even looking at them, look. I just don't feel like you're trusting something new that's being offered here. See, we have the Knight of Wands here. Oh, there's the Three of Cups. Very nice. So what I feel here with this Knight of Wands coming through, you're either not taking this because you feel like you're dealing with someone who's very flippant, someone who's, sometimes I feel like using rude words, but I won't. Someone who's here maybe to take advantage of you, someone who's really not interested in you for the long haul and is maybe in for a little bit of fun. But somebody here is making you feel a little bit like they may not be serious about what they want. Now, I have the Three of Cups here, and the Three of Cups sometimes does sort of show that somebody has other relationships or another relationship going on here. And the Five of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold. So I feel like somebody's coming in to offer you something here. You may have dealt in the past with people who haven't been faithful or been in other situations. You may have dealt with someone who was a player. This is someone new, but I feel really strongly here. It's like you're maybe holding past baggage up here and trying to make sure that whatever's being offered here is true. But with the Knight of Wands there, it is a bit iffy. Not that players can't settle down. Not that people who have commitment phobia don't make commitments. But I think you've either dealt with that before or you've dealt with someone who has not left you in the best way. All right, so we have the Strength card coming through. Now the Strength card is a card, okay. So the Strength card sort of always talks about becoming the strongest version of yourself. It's about looking at your inner demons and blending them with who you are. And I feel like here, when things come up for us, like, you know, the jealousies or the discomforts in love or, you know, the worry and the trouble that comes with love, whatever it is for you, that's all sitting in your shadow side. It's parts of yourself you don't really feel comfortable with. And the universe is saying here, maybe this is time here to really sit back and do some additional work. Ask yourself why you do not trust this. But it's more about recognizing that in yourself rather than just sort of saying no. So recognizing why you're saying no and what that means you need to heal as well. The Strength card can also talk about, I don't want to say it's risk taking, but sometimes we have to take risks in order to not deny ourselves things. You know, a lot of us, if you've been brought up in a very unstable, let's talk unstable home for whatever reason, very often you have this energy of not wanting to take risks, not wanting to take chances, always wanting to be onto a sure thing. And life is somewhere where we need to take risks and we need to take those chances. So if you don't take them, you stay in your comfort zone. And I feel like the universe is strongly saying here you need to get out of that comfort zone. All right. Your Nine of Swords coming through. Ten of Wands. Oh, you're closing out a cycle. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. For some of you here, this particular offer that's coming through for you denotes the end of a cycle. This means now that you can move on with your life and you can let something go. There is a lesson here. But the lesson isn't around not trusting an offer. The lesson is about recognizing within yourself here what perhaps you've been doing up until now that has not served you. There is something here you are learning. This was a lesson, but the person themselves is not a lesson, if that makes sense to you. This situation is teaching you here what to be cautious of and what not to be cautious of. Like I always say to people, go and have fun. Just don't take it seriously. If somebody's a player, you can choose not to sleep with them, but have fun with it. You know, why be so cautious that you don't have fun with things because you're too scared of making a mistake? It's not how we're meant to live. It is about having fun. And if you want to sleep with someone and have a one-night stand, that's cool too. But whatever this is, it's about teaching you to sort of to really open yourself up to having fun, not to be so cautious. Because the Nine of Swords is here, and this is the energy of missing out. And I feel like here there's always this energy. If you keep saying no to things because you're scared of them, or you keep saying no to things because you're worried that they may not be right for you, then what starts to happen is you start to live this half-life where you don't take risks, you don't have fun. And then you wake up one day and you think, wow, I might as well stay in my house and not go anywhere. So there's very much this energy of putting down this fear and burdens, all these things that have held you back here. You're putting them down. There's a cycle closing out. You're understanding how to just throw caution to the wind and have fun. That's what life's about. Love, fun, enjoyment. It's not about working your butt off, 24 hours a day. We've all done that. It gets you nowhere. This is not about that. This is about you enjoying your life, having fun with it. I give you permission. I absolutely give you permission. There's an offer here from somebody. And this offer has been slow moving. Now, it doesn't mean that someone in particular is giving you an offer. It just might mean that you haven't had an offer for a while. Maybe you've been single for a while. Maybe you've been celibate for a while. Whatever it is for you. This is an offer of something coming through. And the universe is saying, take a chance. Have fun with it. Throw caution to the wind, because look what's going to come out of it. But you're not seeing this at the moment. You're not seeing this. You're seeing all of the things that can go wrong. You're seeing all the problems, the issues, everything that can go wrong with something, rather than looking at the possibilities. And life is full of possibilities. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands coming through with the Hierophant. Wow. I'd say that whatever is being offered here could lead you to something very long-term, something very enjoyable. But don't be so defensive and so stubborn that you're going to stand in the way of this energy. For some of you, this is marriage, long-term commitment, something stable. There is something beautiful being offered here. So don't not look at it. All right, so I've got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a gift being offered to you. I feel like some of you, it's almost like, look at the pages here. All right, I'll have to pull another card because you've got the Eight of Swords here. So you're still in a bit of a bind. So let me have a look at what's going on here. All right, so have you sort of being a bit iffy about an offer? There's something about this offer you don't trust, but it is genuine. I feel because this person may be full of passion, drive, that energy of sort of flippancy, fun, enjoyment, that you're avoiding this energy because there's some sort of concern here that it won't go in the right direction. Maybe you think this person's a bit of a party animal. Maybe they're a bit of a wild child. Wild child children still settle down and become family members too. Wow. So I really feel, here that you're sort of looking at this in the wrong way. You're feeling like this person perhaps is not really got your best interest at heart. All right. There is something in this energy that's got you in a bit of confusion, but let me tell you now, you're very much overthinking it, you're very much over-analysing it and not having fun with it. What you've got to learn to do is to just let go of your past fears and hurts. You've got to let go. Every time you walk into a relationship or a situation, you've got to treat it like it's your first time. Otherwise, you're going to end up in this energy where you don't do anything, you don't go anywhere, and you're trapped in a prison of your own making. And you do not want that, and that's what's coming out here. You want more of that sort of, you want to be more like the Knight of Wands yourself. Get in, have fun, do what you need to do. Oh, okay, look at this. let's talk about the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is very much a card of winning at things, public acclaim. You know, sometimes it may be a little bit about sort of feeling a bit overly proud of yourself, which may be a bit, you know, perhaps over the top. But I feel like this is some sort of victory for you here. You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here. But I feel if you have a look at her looking at her pentacle, I feel that sometimes we don't sort of sit back in what life is offering us and really enjoying what's coming our way. Because we're fearful, we're worried about what might happen, we read too much into everything, we overthink things rather than just having fun. And I feel like this is you going for that. Let me just clarify what we've got here. All right, taking cards at random. We have the Justice card, the Nine of Wands. Look at that, Nine of Cups coming out. Beautiful. Have a look at this energy. So the universe is saying here, we're offering you something here. We're offering you an opportunity. We're offering you something. I feel like you finished out some sort of energy here. Some sort of karmic cycle is closing. And there's this tremendous sense of freedom here in this energy. And I feel like you're freeing yourself up from some sort of boundaries that have held you back. So it's like you're freeing yourself up from limitations, I want to say. It's like you're letting go of limitations here. You're releasing limitations. There's some sort of balance being brought back to you here. And it's going to bring you great happiness. But in order to embrace these, you've got to see beyond your limitations, those things that have held you in place for so long. Because ultimately, I see freedom here. I see balance being brought in. I see you having this sense of really enjoying life again. All right, let's pull you an oracle card. I don't know which one to read. Actually, I think I might read from the Wisdom of the Oracle for this one. Oh, and there it is, To the Sea. To the Sea. It's a nice, easy find too. Okay, this is exactly what the reading is saying to you here. So beautifully supported. This is about being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together and a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. You know, it's really funny because I was just saying then, you know, how we become so accustomed to not taking risks, you know, to being in our comfort zone. But, you know, this really here is so interesting because this is about really releasing a lot of your energies around not allowing yourself or not giving yourself permission. So I hear people say to me sometimes things like, I'm trying to think of a good example. I can't go out with somebody younger than me. I can't date people that are younger than me. And I said, but why not? Why do you worry about that? Well, it's not right, you know. People should be the same age or older than me. I'm like, who set that rule out? Who put that rule down for you? Because whoever put that rule down was wrong. Unless you're going out with someone under the age of 18 or even 16, then there's no problem. You go out with who you want to go out with. Doesn't matter what shape or size they come in. So don't limit yourself, people. Don't limit yourself. Have fun. Have a good day.